Right, well, I just wonder who is the fittest driver on the circuit. Sato, he's not bad, the Japanese driver. Michael Schumacher, he must get a shout. What about Mark Webber? Very fit indeed as well. Trulli runs marathons. But I give you Gianmaria Bruni, the 22-year-old Roman, just starting his F1 career at Minardi.
Gianmaria Bruni might have the look of a nightclub bouncer, but to him, being fit means being fast. Muscle strength, stamina and a low heart rate are key to his performance.
In Valencia, the first day we test this year, I make a test with the rad 8, and my average was like 138, 140. So it's not very high. But normally when, like my heart, normally in the morning, it's like 42, so I'm very low. And so to get on the top, I have to push very hard.
So to see just how hard he pushes his heart, we put a pulse monitor on Jimmy to measure the stress on his body during an all-out, one-shot qualifying lap. It's morning practice and Bruni's fairly relaxed, but as qualifying comes up, so does his stress level. The adrenaline pumps, even talking to the engineers makes the anxiety increase. Now there's a last-minute problem on the car, but Jimmy needs to shut that out. He relaxes away from the garage. Out of sight is out of mind. But then, amidst the chaos around him, it's time to qualify.
So here comes Bruni then. He's warmed up the tyres on his outlap and he's now flying through across the start-finish line up to about 175 miles an hour down towards Tamburello.
He's got to turn in and hook the curb on the way in, not too much curb in the middle. The car is oversteering. That'll certainly be catching his attention as he heads down to the very fast entry of the Villeneuve chicane. Let's see if the back end will stick a bit better this time. It does indeed, as he brakes heavily into the foot of the hill, and the toes are hairpin, pointed skywards, and floor the throttle as you head towards Piratella.
You can see his hands on the wheel there, his right finger just flicking the gears up, left finger just flicking them down again. Look at the work rate going into the steering wheel. Big physical effort here, a lot of G-forces, both braking and sideways here at Imola on the driver.
Yes, bumpy too in the bottom of the Acqua Minerale there, climbing the hill for the second time then as he goes to the Variante Alta. All the drivers are nervous of this chicane. They've just got to take enough curb to be fast and a little bit too much, and they're in the wall. They can coast and relax a bit as he heads downhill towards the braking zone for Ribazza 1. Again, the curb pulling the car around like a railway line.
You see, it's really not sticking to the ground, this Minardi, not as much downforce as the front-running cars. That means more work for the drivers, a much harder afternoon for them. Just steadying the car up over the curbs, got the back out a little bit as well. Should be quicker than teammate Baumgartner, though. Indeed he is, quite a lot quicker. 1:26.8 for Gianmaria Bruni.
It wasn't very good, you know, and my first trial lap was good, the second one was even better, but, you know, I make no mistake. I went on the curbs and unfortunately I just touched the pit limiter with my hands because I lost the hands on the curbs. Normally my average when I'm training is 155 the average, so like it's now. You know, at the end of the day, I have a lot of friends here and they come in to watch race. I will try to do the best I can.
Be sure that Jimmy's heart will be racing his Minardi starting 17th. It's a home Grand Prix for them, don't forget.